it is. We come back with another episode of That's Debatable with your boy, Big Mitri. So today, I want to make sure before we start this off, I want to thank everybody who has liked and subscribed and commented on the channel and the videos. I'm doing this to get the content out to y'all. Shout out to my sponsors, Falls Jewelers in Kannapolis. Y'all can go there, get all your jewelry needs. They got earrings, bracelets, pendants, chains, everything. You go there and tell them Big Mitri sent you for this month. They're going to give you a 10% off for all your orders. Also, I want to thank Games E as our other sponsor. And make sure y'all hit up Games E this summer and bring your kids. They do birthday parties, hostings. They got video games. They have a theater. They have a streaming room for anybody who wants to learn streaming. He does editing classes and everything. And everybody who wants to do a podcast, they got those too. So y'all make sure y'all go shop at Games E, man. But today, I got something special for y'all fellas, man. I got two beautiful ladies that's gonna come on the pod today that think they can out-debate me, man, which I don't understand why. You feel me? I know they about to get on here with these delusional questions and answers, but you know what I'm saying? We gonna bring them in. I got Jadia and I got Ty coming on today, man. Y'all give them a big round of applause, man. So, y'all, I got Jadia and Ty today. You know, they want to come debate the big dog about relationships and everything under the sun. How y'all doing today?
Good. How are you? Good.
I'm feeling good, man. Y'all came on with the wine, didn't bring me nothing. So right there, I already know. I can tell they selfish. They selfish
Whoa,
people.
Don't do that.
You didn't bring me nothing. Where my glass at? I gotta drink water. I ain't gonna put no label on it because ain't nobody pay me.
That right. That part.
No,
right. But you said you didn't want nothing.
We offer.
You wasn't supposed to say that on camera.
Oh, sorry. Well, you said we were selfish, so you already like.
Because y'all was. Y'all was. They was. They ain't think about me. They thought about themselves.
Mm-hmm. The lies.
But how y'all feeling today, man?
Good.
We good. Our first podcast.
This your first one?
First one.
They gonna lose. They're not gonna win this.
First
The
one.
audacity.
How y'all day been today?
It's been good.
Been good.
It's really hot outside. But
It's definitely that. Like, I'm talking about it's scorching outside.
yeah.
Right.
I'm talking about I looked outside and started sweating. Man, I can't do it. But so, can y'all let the people on the That's Debatable fan base let y'all know a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Ty. I'm from New York. I'm 37. I'm a Sagittarius.
I still don't believe she's 37, y'all. I think she lied. I just don't believe it.
All right.
She's
fine.
35.
I'm 35.
She 35?
Yes.
I'm really 35.
I don't believe that
No,
either. Tell her like she 12.
I
She
know.
does, she
I can't
does,
help
she
it. No
does.
matter if I
That's
change
a
my
blessing.
hair, nothing, makeup, I still look young. But
That's
I'm
a
really
blessing.
35. I'm really 35.
That is a blessing, bro. You sure you ain't 12?
No.
Ty can dress up like and trick people on the internet like they be doing on the Catch a Predator. I'm a 12-year-old girl. I need to go upstairs and get my cookies. Motherfucker pop out of nowhere, bro. Shit crazy. Ty, that's a blessing though. What you be using? Avon?
No. I use Jergens.
Jergens?
Yeah.
I gotta give me some.
Bro
of that,
brought it
'cause I
all
be
the way
looking
back
at
to
these-
Avon.
Avon's is crazy. Yeah.
Avon.
Man, Avon be had these old women out here looking goddamn good, boy.
No,
For real.
just Jergens.
So, Jadia?
Jadia.
I'm gonna keep getting it wrong.
Just
What's
say
the name,
Jay.
bro?
I'm gonna call you Jay.
Just say Jay.
So I'm Jadia. I'm 37 from New York. Been down here 7 years. 7 years, 8 in August. I'm a nurse, and me and my sis have this business together. And you know, just being a mom.
What's your business called?
It's a home care business. It's called Angela's Helping Hands.
Oh, okay. Oh, so y'all take care of like disabled and elderly people?
Yes.
Yes.
So we send people into the homes instead of them going into a facility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all give me a job. Y'all want a job? I'll take care of some old folks. I ain't wiping no ass though.
We'll see how this
That's
debate
one thing I'm
goes.
definitely not doing.
We'll see how
this podcast goes.
I mean, that's cool, you know.
And then you know.
But,
We might have to put you in the office.
yeah, be in the office. That's what I need to be. I need to be in the office somewhere.
Do a little billing.
Paperwork.
I'm
Paperwork
too good
side.
to be out in the field, man.
Not too good.
Old women gonna be trying to touch on my arms and stuff. Like
They might. Yeah, they might.
I ain't gonna lie though. I was watching a video before I came here. It's crazy that y'all say y'all have an in-home healthcare business. I was watching this video. This black lady was at the sink. I think she was like the caretaker for the lady. This old lady, she had to be at least in her like 90s, 80s, 90s. Bro, she's sitting there. The black lady's washing the dishes, and the white lady kept spitting at her like, and she didn't do nothing. And in my mind, like, bruh, I would have choke slammed that old lady all over that kitchen. Like, there's no way.
So we don't promote violence. So you wouldn't choke slam her. And that time you will call your supervisor and let her know.
Lady up.
And then
You be in jail.
you're going to jail.
The lady spit on me.
It's elder abuse.
That's not well. I don't care.
We would then discharge her from the agency.
Right.
I need some money. Somebody do something like that. Oh God. So I'm sure everybody gonna want to know. Like, are y'all single? Y'all dating? Y'all got situationships? So, and if y'all in situationships see this, and they feel some type of way, do not come looking for me, cause I can fight. So it's not gonna go the way
Everyone
you
claims
think
they
it
can
is.
fight.
Oh no, I can fight for real. I done made like internet pages.
You had.
Yeah.
I believe it because you're very aggressive.
I'm
I
not
can see
aggressive.
it.
When I met you, I wasn't aggressive.
Yes, you were very
You,
aggressive.
Y'all not used
You
to
were
a man with a real strong like voice. That's probably what it is.
He was very aggressive. I was kind of scared.
So why you here now?
My sister told me
Point
to.
proven. 1-0. You feel me? But I don't feel like I was aggressive. Y'all keep saying that, but I just don't feel like y'all are used to men that have like a very strong like voice. Like my voice is
I
strong
don't think
sometimes. So it comes off as aggressive, but I'm like really the nicest like teddy bear ever. For real.
I mean, promote yourself. That's what
I'm
you're
just
supposed
saying.
to do.
I'm telling
She
you.
came off really aggressive, but it's okay.
You don't like aggressive men?
I'm used to aggressive men. I'm from New York.
Nah, see, there's a difference in being aggressive and being from New York. I don't feel like New York a real place. That's just to be real.
What do you mean?
What you mean?
I feel like that shit is a whole lot GTA server up there in New York. Like for real. Because
Not the server.
On the
Not
internet
the
out of
server.
New York is crazy work.
You can't believe
Yeah.
what you see on the internet.
Hell, I just seen a nigga on the internet in New York walking a rat. For real, like dude was literally had a rat. I'm talking about the rat was huge, like, and he's walking the rat with a leash and everything, and people just walking past like that's just normal.
It's New York.
It's different.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's
New
different.
York is a whole lot of like GTA server, man. It's just like people just spawn in.
Well, they're usually aggressive, the men. So that's why I asked you, like, oh, where are you from? And then when you said you were from here, it kind of threw me for a loop. Like, oh, you came off real aggressive, sir.
I don't feel like I was aggressive. All I did was ask for y'all ID.
You didn't even ask me. You took it. You took it.
Cause I should only have.
You good?
I should only have.
He
to
didn't even
ask.
say that. He didn't even say that to me. He took it and he opened the door. That was it.
If y'all walk up as a group and I be like, hey, can I see y'all ID? And everybody gets their ID out. What am I asking y'all individually?
First of
for
all,
y'all ID?
But
He wasn't even at the door. He was across. So when we walked in, we was about to walk in, and he came like, I'm gonna need to see your ID. I was like, whoa.
Ty's really trying to make me out.
I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, yo, where
he
you
didn't
from?
even speak to me. And mind you, I was by myself. So imagine if I wasn't safe.
So you was by yourself and I didn't speak to you, but you got in. That's crazy work. Y'all see how they just make it up. Y'all make this up as y'all go. But are y'all? So y'all are single? But no, they didn't even answer the question.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we are single.
Yes, both of us are single.
How single are y'all?
Just slide in my DM.
Not.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, don't get y'all head knocked out because listen. I don't got nothing to do with no.
It's complicated over here.
Single.
What's complicated?
It's I'm dating. I'm just gonna say I'm dating.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Dating, but for me now, dating with more intention than before. Like
What's
before,
your
it was dating
intention
for
before?
like just having a little good time. But now it's like dating to really, get to possibly know somebody a little bit better.
So you weren't getting to know the guys before?
I mean, not enough to take them seriously. To be like, oh,
So what were you dating them for?
Just like
Just having fun.
having fun.
You just having
Having
fun.
fun?
Have a good time.
Like free food and free dates and stuff like that. You don't see that as a problem?
She was having fun. She
I was having
a good
fun.
time.
I was in a very long relationship, like real long. So in these past couple of years, it's like getting back out there, to, even find the way back to me. So for me, it was just getting even back out there to be confident enough and comfortable enough to even begin to, start talking to men and, like I said, just dating. And because it's different nowadays from when I was with somebody that for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Different.
Are you
different.
single?
I'm single.
Like how?
Like single.
I'm gonna tell you how single I am.
Okay.
We listening.
I'm single enough to have both of y'all on here, and ain't no woman in my phone gonna have a problem with it.
But they shouldn't, because we're on your podcast.
I'm
Right.
just saying, even
You're
if
doing your
it
job.
was
Right.
over, even if it was over though, like, cause you know how some women they'll have a problem with the man sitting here and start, and you know what I'm saying, we might start talking about talking about some shit. You feel me? Every man can't sit and talk about sex and all of that shit. You feel me? A lot of women won't be okay with that. You feel me? There's nobody on my phone that is gonna have a problem with me talking to y'all. Like, even if I was to take one of y'all on a date after this, like, there's nobody that will have a problem with that. Just saying.
Okay.
I ain't y'all. I don't got no. It's complicated.
Oh yeah, Ty. It's complicated.
I'm dating. That's all. I'm just dating.
When a woman says it's complicated and they say she dating, it's a nigga that'll pull up while you on a date.
He might. No, I'm just kidding.
I believe you for real.
I'm just kidding.
So, I heard you say it's different dating now. So what's different about like dating now and then dating when you met your boyfriend you was in a relationship?
Because we were younger, right? So technically, when you're younger, you grow up together and just kind of moved into us being friends and us being together. But now getting back out there, like, and now I'm a mom, right? So years ago, you all young and you in a relationship, like now I'm a mom. So it's different as far as if you are dating guys, some guys won't date females with kids. That's not their thing. So that's
my rule. I don't date women with kids.
But you have kids.
And I know my preference. That's my preference.
But why though?
We can get into it, but let her finish.
I'm just curious.
So, where was I? What did I just say, Tom?
Now that you got kids.
Right. So and then it's different. And then people's intentions nowadays. I'm not saying people didn't always have either good or bad intentions, but social media I think plays a big part too. Mm-hmm. And a lot of things, because you got everybody scrolling and looking, and oh well, their shit look good over here, and they could be miserable, and it's just for show. And then no disrespect, but I have a good career, like not throwing any shade to anybody, and it's like
pop. Listen, here
like
that's debatable.
Good career.
Whoever come on here, pop your shit.
Well,
like,
great career,
shit,
great career, and seriously, and we got our business, so you have to be careful of people's intentions, and I think at times with me, it's just coming from the relationship that I came out of. For me, I have to be careful. I got a big heart, right? And I try to see, Ty always begin on me. I try to see the good, and I'm very optimistic, but I've had to get more in tune with like really looking at things for what they are, not the possibility of who the person can be, but like what it is.
Stop dating people off of what you see in them. Is basically what you're saying, like really
off of
their potential,
right, because you have to take it. Everybody got their traumas and shit. We have ours as women. Not only always saying it's the men or whatever. So it's like I think now that I'm older, that's more important. Yeah. Because whoever I would, and that's why I said dating with intention. And I get it, the free food or whatever. But when I say dating with intention, I'm like me dating to wanna.
Sound a little gold diggerish.
Oh no,
Not gold digger.
Not gold diggers, bro.
Times too,
but so that's my stance on it, on dating where I am.
What about you, Tom?
I always just feel like I don't like, so okay, for me, I don't like to tell people that I have my own business, right? Because then they automatically think money, right? So I like to tell people like, oh, I just work for a home care agency. So that could mean I'm a PCA or a CNA, right? And you'll see somebody's true colors, because if you're just a CNA, it's like, oh, she not a nurse. So, she don't got money, but that's good because I want to see you. I don't want to come off like, oh, I have a home care business and then you just see money. And then sometimes guys, no offense, but they struggle with a female making more money than them.
Cap, but continue.
Okay. I don't know if it's an ego thing or what, but they struggle.
In what way?
With just being the breadwinner. I don't know if it makes them feel like smaller because I'm bringing in the income. Or not, but so I always start off with saying like, oh, I just work for a home care agency.
Okay.
And then I like to see how you gonna play in my face.
So why do you go like straight to how they gonna play in your face? Like,
because I have trust issues.
Oh.
I have trust issues.
So you bring that into like every relationship that you.
I try not to.
Yeah.
But when I start seeing signs, it's like, okay, my guard goes up.
What are signs though?
You start off consistent, then you stop.
Then you stop.
Yeah.
Start off consistent with what?
Like what? On the phone, texting, talking. Like I'll notice like we talk all day, but then at night you get missing.
The nigga might work third shift, huh? The nigga might work third shift,
time. Or he has a family at home.
Or he might work third shift.
Or he has a family at home.
Or he a stripper.
I can't. I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like that. I just feel like that a lot of times when it comes to like dating and like finding somebody with having that consistency with like texting and communication, just even with just communication, like I feel like you have to make me like, I feel like a lot of women, not saying y'all, but I feel like a high percentage of women will give you that number and give you that initial interaction for like them first couple weeks, and then it's like, oh, well, I don't feel like he going nowhere, or I don't feel like the new shit is like, oh, he not applying pressure. Like, it's like that's the new shit that they want to say. Like, when I personally feel like applying pressure, she just need to say, oh, okay, I want some money. You feel me? Because I feel like that's the new applying pressure.
No, that's not okay.
We want to see you set up a date.
Like, yeah, right. Like date, like
they always talk about they're supposed to be the leaders and protectors. Right. Leads. And
so for me and Ty talked about this. Like, every day being a mom, in our jobs, whatever, like, and I'm gonna speak for me and Ty, we're bosses, like in that element, right? So when you're saying applying pressure, it ain't even really about the money part. It's about like, instead of me, oh, like, what you doing? What you about to do? Like, nigga, it's the same shit. I gotta eat, be a mom, take care of the house, like, same shit. Like, show me something different. Like,
but what you doing doesn't always consist of like, what you doing a lot of times for men is just a conversation starter.
But if I like you, right? Like, if I like you,
you're going to respond with something long. You're not. But if you don't like a person, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm at work. Like, okay, just say you don't like me, bro, and I'll stop texting you. Like, you feel me? But like you said, it's women's. It's about that. It's about that. Like, dating with a purpose. Like, instead of dating for free food or some shoes or a trip, or, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna say about myself now, I know that's what I want to do. Like, being real, because you're right. That, like, there was times like I probably have stopped texting. Like, meet somebody and like I'll stop texting. Like, not even gonna hold you. But now I'm in a better mindset. Like, okay, like if I do talk to somebody, like, I'd rather take it more serious. Yeah. Instead of, because I'm both ends. Guys ghosting, girls ghosting happens. But the applying pressure part, like I was saying, like, if we like each other, if it's gonna lead to longer texts in those conversations, applying pressure, she just wants you to like put it out there, like, all right, what you doing Wednesday? And a lot of females is simple. That's why I wrote about social media. Like, I think a lot of people nowadays think it gotta be something like extravagant shit. Like you could take me in a little car, you know, like have a like just talk, conversate, go eat. Like some women just be wanting that, like instead of like you trying to. And I feel like some men try to go overboard and impress when you don't even have to do that much at times. For some women, now I can't speak for everybody, ladies, but you know, for some women that like the money, like all that stuff, that's fine. That's their preference. But some just want the, you know, the quality time. Like, okay, well, he do like me. You know, we talk for hours and hours and hours. I like somebody with conversation. Like have an intelligent conversation, not us talking about like just the Diddy and Cassie or like any like intelligent conversation, like, you know, some business, like something different.
Yeah.
What about you?
How about you?
What about me? What?
Your dating
What
life?
I think, yeah.
I don't really have a dating life though. I work a lot. Like if I'm not working, I'm with my kids. If I'm not doing that, I'm working on some type of idea to go get me famous and rich. Like I really don't go on dates. But I say the last date I went on, it was cool, but shorty was married. Like, but she was married. She was married, but they was like separated. Okay. But they were still married. But like the whole time, like all she did was talk about the shit that her nigga didn't do. Like that I did, that I was doing, like, and it's little shit. Like I opened the door for her, like bought her some flowers for the first date, like took her to eat, tried to have conversation with her, like, you know, I think we ended up going to Topgolf too, and she was like, "Oh, I ain't never been here. My nigga ain't never took me here. Anytime my nigga,
that's so annoying.
Anytime my nigga took me somewhere, I had to pay. Like, Charlie, I ain't tripping about paying. Like, it's just I don't want to talk about your nigga though. Right. But the crazy part about it, like, I actually liked shorty, like. But I knew she was married. But it's like, bro, her nigga goofy. Like, what?
How you know he was goofy?
Right.
Cause she used to tell me. I'm gonna believe her. But I'm saying, like, if she's married and she's talking to other niggas, she's not happy.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's like.
But it be niggas that's married and talking to other females.
Yeah, white niggas. Black men don't cheat, bro.
Bullshit.
Black men don't cheat. A lot of black men
it's
are.
It's a married nigga in her DM right now.
He ain't happy.
You don't think so?
He ain't happy. Okay. It's like if me and you was in a relationship. If you giving me everything that I need when I walk out that house, when I come back home and I have everything at home, what is the point of me cheating?
So what is the point of just staying married then?
What you mean?
Why don't men just get a divorce, or why get married in the first place?
Because most men take marriage way more serious than women.
How?
Do you realize there's more women that file for divorce than men, right?
Yeah. I never really looked into
statistically proven. There's more women that file for men.
Why do you think that
file
is?
for marriage, because women a lot of times women don't take they don't find marriage as sacred. They don't take their vows as sacred as men do. A man will take them vows with you and be committed to you. And on top of that, if we really being honest, a lot of men will suffer in silence just to keep those vows, keep that bond that he made with God and you alive. But a woman, y'all will get mad over the simplest shit, and now I want a divorce. And that's just real. That's just being real. Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, marriage really doesn't benefit anybody but a woman.
Why?
How?
What you mean, how? I get married to you, what am I doing? That means I take on all your problems, all your bills, all your kids, if you have kids beforehand. I take on the kids that we have. I'm providing for everything as a man. If that's me, if I get married, I don't want my wife to work.
Okay.
So that means I'm taking on everything that comes with you. Mm-hmm. Now, at any point, like I told you, men take marriage more sacred. I'm going to provide all those things as a husband, but, and I hate to say this, and it's just being real. When it comes to black women, what are we really getting at black men? What are we really getting from black women in marriage? Because at the end of the day, now the new norm is y'all gonna do what y'all want to. Y'all not gonna be obedient. Y'all not gonna be submissive. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, if you file for a divorce, I lose half of everything and you gain half of everything. and I still have to pay you alimony, pay you child support, all of that. It's not beneficial for a man. It's only beneficial for women.
In some cases. Because Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
But those are isolated cases. And my brother, get your money. Get your money, my brother. Get your money, bro. Because at the end of the day, get his money, bro. Him and Offset. Because at the end of the day, yes, I said Offset. At the end of the day, if the tables will turn, y'all will be telling her, girl, take him for everything he got. Yes, get that bag, secure that bag, bitch. Like, yeah, y'all gonna be in there. And the kids don't have to go with you.
She got the kids.
Right.
Why? Why does she get the kids?
She's the mother.
And she's what?
The mother.
But she's what else?
What you mean, what else?
If most of these people that's married to rich men, they don't work, they home all day, they don't they have time to sit there with the kids, do all of this for the kids because you don't have a job. This man provides everything for your lifestyle. So but one thing about it though, no woman is gonna do that for a man. So in those cases where those isolated cases where a woman is the breadwinner and the man files for divorce and he gets the kids, he should get that money too. It should not be different. It should be the same. Y'all fought for the same rights to have the same rights as men.
That is true.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
That is true. But Mary J. Blige ex-husband.
Get that money, bro. Get that money, bro.
And there was no kids involved.
She has in the eyes of the law, she has made this man's life become accustomed to a certain way.
A certain lifestyle.
So she has to keep that same lifestyle up.
That is true. He doesn't have to keep the same lifestyle.
How? Why not? Because if it was flipped, you would be telling her he need to get that money to her ASAP.
So question for you. All right, so we got to.
Okay.
All right. So
Y'all losing right now, real bad. But
question for you. So outside when we first met you, you said that you was the perfect man. Mm-hmm. Explain.
What you mean explain?
Explain.
Like how you're the perfect man.
How you perfect man.
Nobody is perfect.
Come on, look at me, man. Come on, like,
God
come on.
looks.
What woman don't want a 6'5", 260-pound, aggressive black man that's ambitious? I don't have a problem.
I thought you wasn't aggressive.
You said you wasn't aggressive.
I'm aggressive when I need to be.
No.
I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive.
Now is when you need to be.
I'm aggressive, but I'm aggressive in a sense that makes you feel protected. That's the difference.
I didn't feel protected.
That's not true.
I was actually scared.
You feel protected now.
For my life.
You feel protected now.
I'm actually scared. Like I don't know if the woman is gonna be outside when we.
This is not your case, Ty. This is not your case. I was out there smoking and I seen a Honda Civic right around the parking lot about 3-4 times, and I don't know where it came from. But I just feel like that. When I said I'm the perfect man, I didn't mean like like the ideal, like you know what I'm saying. I just feel like me. I'm coming into a place in my life, like mentally, physically, and emotionally, where I'm 100% myself. Like, and knowing what I want, knowing what I'm going for, knowing what I'm not about to tolerate, knowing where I want to go, how I need to get there, what I need to do to get there. Emotionally, I'm like so in tune with myself and I'm so in control of my emotions. It's only like 2 people in this world that can like really like take me out of my emotions. But and then just physically, like, look at me.
So do you think you got that way from being single?
No.
And working on yourself?
Yes. It's 50-50.
Okay.
I learned from my past relationships. I had to sit back and really self-reflect and take accountability on why my relationships went the way that they were. What did I do to help my situation, and what did I do to hinder all of my relationships? And I had to go through a whole lot of like heartache and a whole lot of just self-reflecting. Self-reflecting is one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't do, and they're not willing to do, because everybody is, we live in this, it's okay, you not wrong society now, to where it's
people don't hold each other accountable. And I am very, very, very big on accountability. And I can't hold somebody else accountable if I'm not holding myself accountable. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that's just why I feel like I'm the perfect man.
Do you believe in God?
I do. You believe in God?
I do.
Yeah, I do. I definitely believe in a higher power. Now, is it the white man, this white Jesus? We don't get no. But I definitely believe in a higher power. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have that faith in something, because if you don't, what's the saying? If you don't believe in nothing, you fall for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I even went through a phase where I lost my faith in God, and I was just like, there can't be a God because of the shit that I was going through. But in all actuality, it wasn't that I just lost my faith in God because of what I was going through. You feel me? So it's just like losing everything and gaining everything back, and then losing it again, and then gaining everything back. Once you go through those different cycles in life, you have to want better for yourself and not somebody else want better for you. If you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I do.
You have to want better for self at that moment, or you just gonna keep going through the same revolving door.
I know it from firsthand. Like, God gonna put you through something until He's gonna push you through it.
Listen.
Through it.
Man.
through it until you know. And if you don't wake up, there's some people that don't. And I got testimony to, like, he gonna make you. He gonna make it hard.
He gonna make you a believer.
Yeah.
For real, nah.
He gonna always make you come back to him.
I'm telling you.
And I went through some stuff, and if it probably wasn't for Ty and some of my close friends, I was kind of lost. Always smart, always career driven, always, but I couldn't get other parts of my mind right, and now, like, I just even feel like you were saying, you're more in tune with yourself. I feel 100,000 times better.
Yeah, you have to have all belief in yourself, because with me, like, when I tell you, like, every, like, real job that I actually had, like, working on, like, a white man's, well, per se, the corporate America or whatever, bro, I lost every job that I've ever had. But I had to.
Too aggressive.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can actually say that, yes, because I have to. It took me a while to realize that, like, the dynamic of myself. Like, I had to realize that, okay, how do these white people look at me?
Yeah.
If these white people probably look at me without getting to know me, they probably look at me as like, okay, he's 6'5", he like 280. If he get mad, like, it ain't nobody in here that can
calm him down.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
De-escalate.
then I got a loud ass voice. Then I'm silly. You feel me? Like, so it's like on a lot of job sites, it's like I got judged before people got to know me. And then some jobs, I ain't gonna lie, I just got fired for whooping people's ass. Like, I remember when I was at this one job, this white boy called me the N-word. I'm not going. Like, I ain't, you whooped in here. So I ain't tripping, but some things is just justified. But at the same time, I had to go through all of those cycles of getting up and then going down, then getting up and going down, to just realize what I needed to do. But honestly, I felt like it was God pushing me to make me really realize that, like, this is not your
path.
It's not your path. And I really think this right here is my path. Like, doing stand-up comedy is my path. Like, just being a whole lot of just entrepreneur, that's my path. That's always worked for me. It's just like the little times where I'm on my path and God has me on my path and I get knocked off. I want to go back to the white man, get a corporate America job to suffice when I needed to just sit and go through and figure it out.
Figure out your own.
Yeah, so I go get a good job, I go up, then I get back into this, but then I fall because God like, no, you didn't learn nothing, bro. You gotta learn. And I'm hard-headed. And God be teaching me. But it's just like, you gotta lose a lot to mentally get to where I'm at. Because I know a lot of people that per se doing better than I am right now, mentally they're just not there where I'm at right now.
Right.
But a lot of people also don't do the work.
Yeah.
So I asked you the question, did you figure out yourself being single? Because it's taking the time to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people don't do that. They'll jump in relationship after relationship after relationship without working on themselves first. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah, it took me to do that. Like, be single and work on myself, and it took me to like be in relationships and learn, like, cause I grew up without a father. Like, I didn't meet my father till I was 31. I'm 33 now. My dad died last year.
Okay.
So it's like I had to go through a lot of this. Not saying that my mom didn't teach me more about women, but a lot of things that I learned, like when especially when it came to relationships, I had to learn it on my own. So a lot of times learning stuff on your own, you have to literally go through the good and the bad in the situation and have that open mind to learn from, okay, what did I learn about this situation that I can take into another relationship, or what did I learn from this situation that I can take and fix my relationship that I'm in right now. So it's all about just learning. For real, because one thing you gotta do, and I feel like a lot of people,
a lot of people are not teachable.
So,
not facts.
Have you ever tried therapy?
Yeah, I have.
So, I've been like, after I had a situation, like I always laughs because the whole first session, the lady asked me, "What brought me there?" She said, "Did I get a referral?" I said, "No." I cried the entire 35-minute session, like the entire session, and when I liked it because she was a black lady, she broke it down like, when do you have time for yourself? So if you ask yourself that question, I was like, oh, well, at times I go out on the weekend, I work, I do this. She was like, but Jadia, when do you have time to just think and just focus on you? And I couldn't answer the question. And then I liked it because it broke down, like, they asked about your father, and my dad, not around, mom had a little thing going on, and like people like me and Ty were very hyper independent, right? So then she was going off that, like, you're hyper independent woman. We had to do that from an early age. Like, we was 15, 16 working, but not working to get extra change, like just working because we had to work. So we've been young women since then. So now you're older, and like I would say with me and Ty are like in our families, like we're very like that
go-to person.
That go-to. Like the daughter, that's the go-to in everything, in every aspect. So it's like she broke me down as far as, why I'm like that, why it's like I do a goal, and it's always good to chase your dreams and achieve stuff, but like why I'm so set on like goals. Like, okay, I did this, I went to nursing school, now I'm this, now like I'm going this. She's like, it's kind of like, you always you're still that little kid on the inside, like trying to prove something to somebody. And that helped me, like in the beginning, get some kind of clarity. And it took me a long time. Probably in the past 2 years, I've probably been more in tune and been able to be alone and be like okay with being alone. I don't think at the beginning I was okay with being by myself. I think it was very, very hard for me. But like in these past 2 years, like I'm okay, and I can admit that. And you said it, accountability. Like I've thought about myself, what I allowed, what I accepted, how I didn't have this, the self-esteem and things at times. And you do feel 1,000 times better. And people don't do that. They don't do it. And now I feel like going into a relationship, I can be better. It's always about, and females will, the man gotta be, but like, what can I bring to the table? Like, if I'm still broken and, not healed and stuff like that, I don't want to bring that trauma into the next person. Like, we can talk about it and discuss our trauma so we can see where we are, but you don't want to keep on bringing that from person to person. So, I completely agree with your whole, thing about that.
Yeah,
very
man, you
very
listen.
truthful.
You have to. I feel like in this climate right now, you have to. If you're not keeping it real with yourself, then it's not gonna be good for you. Like, it's not gonna help you in the long run. Just off the simple fact that, like, just having that self-awareness to understand that, okay, just understanding what type of person you are.
Yep.
And is dealing with that is just in the whole aspect of itself. Is like, you have to do that because no people gonna be fake with you in life, period. Especially like with like bosses like y'all self. People gonna be fake with y'all because a lot of people don't be genuine in life. You feel me? And a lot of people not genuine in life because, let's have the conversation, a lot of people was raised by fake people. And those people taught them some fake ass ways of living and fake ass ways of being. So that's all they know. They don't even know how to be genuine with themselves. And I feel like, that's what a lot of things that's what social media has done. It has glorified the fakeness. Oh yeah. And real, and the people who are real and people that's genuine, they so far in between. Like you don't know where who real and who fake. You feel me? So you just gotta keep it real with yourself for real. What about you though, Ty? Like what you asked me just now? I'm telling you, I get to start talking about my life and things I learned, and I go off for real. Like, but these are actually conversations that I done had in my head because I'm a person. I live in my head, man. Like I live in my
You're
head.
an Aquarius.
That don't mean
It
nothing.
It
like,
does though. You guys live in your head a lot.
That's just people. I don't feel like that's in like a sign or anything.
Right.
But you might you right, Ty. You seem like you know, so you might be right. But it's just like, man, it's different. Like you said, it's different now.
It's different.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of guys have mommy issues?
I'm gonna say no. But
Why?
nah,
Be real.
I'm be real. Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like that a lot of men have a lot of black men. Let's just say that I can only speak on like the aspect of a black man and what I see from black men.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of black men do have mother issues, but only because they was raised by their mother, and a lot of the fathers, like in the late 90s, was taken out of the household.
Okay.
So that's what I was talking about this on my last podcast. A lot of in the 90s, they took the man out of the household so they can get to where we at right now. You feel me? So once they took the man out the household, it made the woman have to raise the grown men on their own that they didn't know how to. So a lot of women, when it comes to their sons, it's just, oh, let me baby my baby. That's my baby. They gonna treat them like my baby and not really have like real heart-to-heart conversations about this person about like the way that they act, the way that they think, and really get to know, you know what I'm saying, like their child.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'll cause a lot of I feel like a lot of men do have mommy issues.
Okay.
It's just me. Well, how you feel about it?
Finally agreed to something.
He did.
I've been agreeing with y'all this whole
I was just a
time.
little nervous. Nah, I feel like a lot of men have mother issues and they don't really talk about it, or they don't even recognize that they have the issues or the trauma stems from
Right.
that long ago.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not talked about either.
Nah, it's not at all. That's just like a lot of women. I feel like a lot of women have father issues. That's why they date certain different type of dudes.
But we talk about that. That's talked about.
By who?
When us black women know,
Right. Like
we have father issues, daddy issues, or whatever. We know that, but the black men don't talk about that. I never really hear black men speak on.
And then sometimes I think men prey on that.
Because what
like,
are we?
Prey on the fact that you maybe don't have a father or you don't have a
brothers,
or a protector for you. And there's black men that like prey on that for women. You know, and it's sad because I got friends I could call, like I'm calling my brother, like I got a baby, like a baby, like I'm going through something, like he can't do shit. So I think that's sad. And some women also, if they know, like I don't know if y'all ever seen it was like a video, and the girl was saying something about the boys' trauma. They were like the Walmart parking lot, and he said something to her, and she was like, well, that's why your dad or like something that like you could tell hurt his feelings. So the females be praying on the men.
No, that's a fact. It's a lot of females out here that prey on men that have issues like that. But just off the simple fact, I feel like they do that because a lot of women want a man that they can control. Like, let's just be honest. Like, that's why you're sitting there laughing.
No, I don't think that's true.
No, I
feel like a lot of women want men that they can control. A lot of like they want those men that's, oh well, we not doing that. We gonna do this. Okay. Like, no, bro. Like, they want the men that's gonna just go forever. Like, they gonna go for whatever. Like, they can let you leave the house looking any kind of way, and if he say change your clothes, man, shut up. Like, you're insecure. That's the shit right there. That's their shit right there. Anytime a man says something about how a woman is acting, how she looks, how she dresses, is you're insecure. Don't you want other men to look at you? No. Like, what the fuck? No, that's not like. But it's.
That's toxic women.
A lot of women are toxic though. You don't think you have no toxic traits?
Definitely. I used to be very, very toxic.
Like, in what way?
She's
like
Queen Petty.
What?
Like Petty.
Very I'm going beyond matching the energies. Like what I do to you, you're gonna feel it forever.
Why though?
Yeah, because why? I'm such a good person. I'm
Clearly not. If you're
listen. Because I am for real. I'm really a good person. So when you do something to me and you cross me, it's like my hand didn't call for that. And I always tell people like, because I believe in God. And I always tell like people like my name is written up there. When I get to them gates, I'm getting in there. My name is written. God don't play about me because I'm telling you, whenever you cross me, something bad really happens to you. Like for real. I'm a firm believer because I will give you the shirt off my back for like hands down. So when you shut up. So like when you cross me, it's like why would you do that? So now I gotta, like, I'm not matching your energy. I'm going beyond your energy. And you're going to feel me for the rest of your life.
But if that's the
getting
case,
better,
God
that's
doesn't.
how it was.
But God
That's how I
doesn't.
used to think. That's how I used to think. But
She's
now,
getting better.
She's
getting better.
Now I just leave it to God. Like, he going to do you worse than I could have ever did.
Yeah, that's how I be.
Like, that's how I do now. But toxic, but...
That's how I am now. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, though. Like, it's hard for me to do that sometimes. Just off the simple fact that I feel like that God made me this big and made me... God put me in certain situations to teach people lessons.
Yes.
Like,
very true.
It's some people gotta go through those things to really learn they lesson. Mm-hmm. Some people just don't, and karma be taking too fucking long sometimes too. Like, I ain't got time to sit around.
That's how I used to feel.
I gotta get you now.
That's how I used to feel, but now I be like, nah.
But you gotta look at it. God put me in this situation to do that. Like,
no.
How?
He put you in that situation to learn a lesson.
Everything that we do is already pre-written, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if it's already pre-written, clearly God know I'm gonna do this. Like, clearly God knows. God knows.
No. Get up out of the situation. That's how I look at it now. But before, what?
Some people I get, like women. Women, especially, all right, I just let God have it. Because I'm not gonna win that situation.
Yeah.
I'm just not. You feel me? It's especially in my past, from what I know, I'm not gonna win that. I'm gonna just let you have it. But when it comes to niggas, you can't give too much grace, because niggas take grace and they take that shit and they think that they getting over it, or they think you soft or something. And a lot of times it don't even be about ego. You done gave people so much grace so long that they think that shit's sweet, and then you just gotta take it there. When in all actuality, like when it comes to me, I give somebody grace until it's like, all right, bro, at this point you trying to bully me, so now I'm gonna do something to you.
But I'm really big on setting boundaries. Like I'm a firm believer, like, set boundaries from the beginning. Mm-hmm. If not, then people are gonna try to play you and play in your face and all that. No, I'm really big on boundaries, and that's why I be telling her, like, you go through that because you didn't set boundaries. Yeah. Had you set boundaries, the situation probably would have been different. But yeah, I don't.
So explain to me how you set boundaries. How do you set boundaries in your relationship?
Bad though, right? I'll let you know from the beginning. So, like, you know how we in a talking phase and we learning each other. Yeah. Like, I'm letting you know from the beginning. Now, if you do something and I tell you, like, oh, I didn't like that you did that, and you did it again, then that's it. What
about you? How do you set boundaries in your relationship?
So I'm getting better. Like I was horrible. I said horrible. Me too.
But,
like bad. And
me too.
Yeah, like bad. And she's right. And certain things, if I would have laid it out, I would have been in a better situation. But now I've grown to what Ty just said. Like, if I tell you something and you respect it and it's addressed and we all right, but you do it again, yes.
I was horrible at setting boundaries too, just off the simple fact that, like, if I get into a real relationship with you, I really like you. Like, and I'm one of those type of people that I fuck around and meet you today, and I be laying in my bed like, I love her. Like, I swear to God, like, I swear, I'm just being real. Let's be real.
So let's be real. Love.
I love love.
Oh,
I do.
Good.
I love love.
Yeah.
And it's like, it used to be hard for me to set boundaries. Like, a girl to do something that I don't like, it's like, alright, I ain't like that shit, but that's bait. Fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
like,
you feel me?
I'll try-
But
like,
in all
but yeah.
actuality, nah, you got to set boundaries because if you don't, you know you don't like that shit,
right?
You gotta let them know ahead of time. Hey, look, bitch, I ain't like that. Like, I ain't.
Why you gotta go around the
I don't know. Just throwing a little extra on the video.
Okay, I didn't like that.
But yeah, you got like, bae, I didn't like that.
Right.
You feel me? That made me feel some type of way.
Right.
I don't think you should do that no more. And if you do that again, I'm gonna have to let you go because that's.
Then where's the respect?
And then me, I was so big on trying to
But
chance
then,
after
but
chance,
this
like,
the thing
okay.
though. Women that hit you with that. What you mean like that? You just being insecure, like I'm telling you, that's it right there. That's the main thing. Like, is you're being insecure. What you mean you ain't like that? Like, it really wasn't even a big deal, bitch. To you it wasn't. But to me that hurt my feelings.
Right.
Like, I really low key almost like killed your grandma just because you hurt my feelings.
I'm telling you, I used to say.
Like, for real, bro. Because I'm the type of person, like, when I love somebody, I love you for real. I'm not toxic. I'm not toxic. I promise you I'm not toxic. I just be, I'm putting 100 on 10. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't do something like that.
But for her to even, for you to explain yourself, like, oh,
right.
I didn't like that you did that, and for her to be like, oh, you're insecure, you don't respect me.
Even if they don't say you insecure, they try to make it seem like that. No. What they try to make it seem like that.
What you feel's invalid.
What exactly?
And that's
but
ain't that called gaslighting?
Yeah. But no. And so you and I are dating, right? And I do something that you don't like oh Ty, like you did that in front of your friends. I didn't like that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Like, oh my bad, I didn't know that made you feel some type of way. That's how the conversation should go. Yeah. Not like, oh, why you insecure? My friends ain't thinking about you. What are you talking about? If I'm telling you that I didn't like it and it hurt my feelings, we shouldn't even have to take it there. If we have to take it there, then me, mental note, red flag number 1. That's sign number 1. Nigga got 2 more strikes and I'm out of here. Like, that's how I give it. Yeah,
you give people 3 strikes?
Sometimes, if I really like you, I do give you 3 strikes.
You get 1 in the possible. And that possible got to be something like real
If
little.
I really like you, like, oh damn, I like him. I'm like, I'm gonna give him 1 more time. So since he got 1 more time, he got 1 more strike. But if I don't, and it's like, I was looking for a reason to get out of here anyway. Like, there you go, you're done. I'm really, really big on boundaries from the beginning. I set boundaries from the beginning. I let a nigga play with me 1 time and I said never again.
Answer this question though. And I seen this topic today. What are some of your things that you have to where like, okay, I can't date him? Like, what's some of your like, nah, I'm not going for that. Like, what are some of yours? Because I was just kidding about the girls with kids. I was just bullshitting. I can't have as many kids as I have, and they're not dating them with kids. I'm glad you brought that up. I was just kidding. Not for real. And I seen this post that said this, and I really feel that shit. Like, bruh, having kids is like having AIDS. You can only date other people with AIDS.
So listen, so I asked you that because I have 1 son, right? But after I had my son and I went my separate way, I dated somebody with kids and I said never again because of the baby mama drama. I don't come with baby daddy drama. Me and we have an understanding, we co-parent. So it's like, I ain't dating nobody with kids because of the baby. I have to beat your baby mama up. Yeah. You can't see your kids.
But for you not to date somebody with kids.
So I used to be like, I'm not dating nobody with kids. And I stood on that for years.
That's not delusional to you?
It is.
But then it wasn't?
No.
How?
And I was young, and I told you I said I was toxic. But I own up to that accountability.
Yeah, for real. That's just like, I ain't gonna lie.
But
like
now
a lot
I
of people,
somebody with kids, but y'all gotta have that situation figured out, you and the mom.
Yeah, a lot of people, like a lot of women that I date, like this is why I don't date women in my city where I live at, because my city's small. And on top of that, it's like people get this predeceived notion of what they think they know about you when they really don't know the truth. Mm-hmm. Like, and a lot of women that can't fathom like how cool me and my first baby mama is. Like, we cool, we beef, but we beef hard sometimes. But it's not to the point to where it's like she don't be pulling up when I'm on dates and like your nigga do and shit like that. Like she ain't doing all that. But a lot of women can't fathom like even like when we on our good
Like
times,
that's right.
a lot of women can't fathom like how cool we are.
Like y'all
feel
still
me?
messing.
Yeah, they be
I went
that's
through
that's
that
what
with
they
my
be
son,
thinking. Like, we still fucking around when all actuality is like, bro, she really like my friend. You feel me?
But that's
Like I can
healthy.
call her and
Right.
talk to her about
It is.
females.
But that's healthy. Like that's healthy.
But a lot of women can't fathom that. Just I ain't gonna say women because you know, but the black man is God. You feel me? But a lot of people can't fathom that.
A lot
Right.
of immature.
Yeah, now that's a fact.
A lot of immature women because I can. Why? Because I had that same situation with my son father. We cool. Like it ain't nothing. Like we ain't still messing with each other, but we could be on the phone and talking about different things.
Yeah.
And he'll tell me like, you did that, you ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
had that type of relationship. Like, nah, you wasn't supposed to do that, Ty. You ain't
Yeah,
shit.
cause like my first baby mama, I ain't gonna lie, she really helped me because like get to the person that I am now.
Okay.
Just off the simple fact, just on a mental aspect and an emotional aspect, she made me realize that like I wasn't raised on love, I was raised on survival. And it really made me sit and really think about my life. Not saying that my mom was terrible, because my mom was a good parent. It's just some things that she didn't do with me as a man, that we didn't have the relationship and have those conversations that we should have had, and I had to go learn those on my own. Like, so it's yeah, it's like she helped me, like she really helped me like with learning how to set boundaries. Because before, I told you I wasn't a boundary setter because I'm a lover. You feel me? So it's like I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I done been broken hearted. But you got to set those boundaries, man.
You hear that, sis? Set those boundaries.
Nah, for real. I'm telling you. Gotta set
I'm
those
way better
boundaries.
now.
Yeah.
I'm way better now because I'm the same thing. If I'm in love, like I'm nose in it, head in it, like because I always want to try to see the best out of people.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can try to just be there and be supportive, and it's just never enough. And I think sometimes men get caught up in something, and it's like if you are doing all that for a person, they still can't give you that much respect in any aspect. Like I think that's more hurtful at times. So being in love and getting your heart broken, like you try and you try to be that good person, you try to make them a better person, and it's still not enough. And like your brain be wondering like, oh well, how come? But it's just like that's the hardest realizations. That's just not your person.
Yeah.
You did all that work, but God put you in that season, that person to learn whatever. But that's just, and I think that's the more hurtful part of it. Like being where I am now, that's more hurtful than not being in love anymore, or he or she don't love me. It's the part where you really be putting all your effort. When you like, I really love that person. Like I really would have did anything. Like you could ask me to walk from here to Africa, and like I would have did it for him or her. But it's like for that person, it just wasn't it wasn't enough. And that to me, I think hurts people more. For me, but in friends I've talked to, that hurts more than just the breaking up and whatever. It's like, damn, like I really would have did anything just to make her see me in a better light, or him see me in a better light. And and then there's some people that are really good with like just turning it off. Me took me a long time because I always want to see the best of people, and I want the best for people, and I try not to be petty and try not to do that, and in some aspects it backfires. But for me, my personality, that's just not me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, but like Ty said, it's just kind of you gotta set some boundaries, and you gotta have respect for yourself as a woman, as a man, and that's first and foremost. And I learned a person can love you and they could not respect you.
No, that's a fact.
They could love you till the end of time and not have no ounce of respect for you, your mental, anything.
It's it for me. It be the people that come into your life and be wanting to disturb your peace. Like they come with bad intentions, and I be like, in my mind, I be thinking like, well, why? What drives a person to want to come in your life and disturb your peace?
Because they spirit ain't right.
Because they're not happy. Because there's something, and when they can sit in a room by themselves or cry or talk to God or if they even believe now, you know what I'm saying? Like And so, like, I think as a man, I really like that you said it about yourself. Like, you're in tune and you had to sit and you had to go through that. Because a lot of men nowadays don't. It's jumping from Susie to Sally to Lacey to Ty. Like, it's jumping instead of you sitting by yourself and you cry or, like, you know, really be like, well, damn, like, you know, like you said, like, what could I have done better? Or, you know, and it's just, and I just think that's big. And I, you know, I have a son. Ty got a son. And I got a daughter. So on my end, like, I gotta, like, you know, I got a little man and a little woman. I don't want my daughter to go through the same things that I went through, and I don't want my son to be a man that, you know, is gonna look for a certain, you know, look for something in a female. So that's why I try to teach him, like, we talk real life shit. We talk. You know, I've been around Ty with her son. They talk, and like we had to gear that, and their fathers, you know, play a part with it. Like, you have young men. There's stuff that we can't teach them. There's stuff I cannot teach my son. I don't care how good of a mother I am, how good of my she is. There's stuff. Your body's different. You know, he's 12. My son's 12. He's gonna go through body changes. He's in the 7th grade. You know, like there's stuff I can't do.
Yeah, he's going through that time where he's feeling himself.
Right.
Yeah.
And although he's chill, you know, but hey.
And that's, I think honestly that's what made me go through the change that I went through. Is when I started having children, it took me a while, but once I started having children, I had to, cause I ain't gonna lie, before I had kids, I was selfish. Like, I was super selfish even when it comes to like just emotionally being selfish. I was emotionally selfish, and having children, and that's why I think God made me have daughters first. Because that shit made me learn patience, for one. It really made me learn patience, and then just being selfless and realizing that, and just learning unconditional love. Because one thing, a man is you're not gonna get no unconditional love except from your children. That's the only people that's gonna love you without a condition. You can be broke, rich, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You feel me? Because you're not gonna get that from no woman out here. You're not gonna get that from no man out here. Well, y'all will get that from men out here, because men gonna love women unconditionally. There is no conditions. But I'm just saying. But that's what made me go through the change though. And then just having, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Having different women is cool, but it ain't nothing like having that one person just. That's just yours. Yeah, it ain't nothing like that. It doesn't, having a whole bunch of women does not compare to having that one person at home, and it's just.
Why do men go through the different women?
What you mean?
Like, why do men want to have like different women? All these different.
Like,
women?
and do you think it's always because they're not happy, or because they're trying to figure out like what they want?
No, I just feel like that. I feel like just men being with one woman. Well, I used to think that men being with one woman is like is some European shit. Like, that's just how I used to think. Like, I used to think that, like, bro, it's 7 days in a week. You don't see men in Africa, where we supposed to be from. You don't see them with just one wife. They got 13, 14, 15 different wives. Like, I feel like that what is it? Not polygamy. When you only want to be with one person.
Oh,
Monogamy.
I
feel like that. I used to feel like that was just some European shit. Like, and I was into my like woke black Africanized. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and
for every day of the week.
And on top, I'm just being real. And that's not toxic. That's just having that really believing in your belief system that you when you on a spiritual journey. But I honestly I think it's just like. I honestly don't know. Like, at times it's fun when you're young. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and as a man, I feel like men need to go through that sometimes. Like, some men need to go through that. They have to learn that, like, bro.
But it's like grown men still in their 50s, 40s, still going through that.
Some niggas it's just how some niggas gonna be for real. Like, some people are just never satisfied. And some people, and then you got to think about it though. Let's be real about it. Some people never meet their person. Yeah, like, I feel like we don't have that talk enough to where a lot of people just haven't never met that person for them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just out here searching and horny. I'm being honest. You ask me my honest opinion, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. You just gotta meet your person. But they say you will know when you meet them. That's what they say. But
I heard that.
have you feel like you met your person yet?
I did one time, but
You fucked it up?
no.
She fucked it up. You feel like you met your person?
Not yet.
You haven't? See, I feel like I met my person. I fucked it up. So it's like.
Then it's not your person. That wasn't your person.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Got a point.
Yeah, because when it's that person,
So you felt like I did. You felt like you met your person,
Yeah.
but no, it wasn't your person.
I guess not. Clearly not. I don't know. I don't even talk to them no more.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
No, I did.
She
I
sent you
did.
back to the streets. I'm
No.
quick to send
Okay,
you back to
see,
the streets.
first off, let's get this straight right now. Ain't no woman ever sent me back to the
She
streets.
packed them up
You
and
feel
sent
me?
them back to the streets.
Ain't no, listen,
You got packed up. It's okay.
I ain't get packed up. I ain't get packed up. It's a difference.
okay,
It's
life.
a difference when you fumbled and when you goddamn didn't even catch the pass. There's a difference. You feel me? Because a lot of people just not even getting their pass caught. They getting. Ooh, almost got me. Feel me? Gotta be quicker than that. But is there anything that anybody that y'all wanna like any message that y'all wanna give to the people before we get out of here?
It's okay to be by yourself. I think people do put up with situationships or they stay in their situation out of fear. Let it go and talk to God. That's my message. Talk to God more.
love yourself first and foremost. It could be a deal breaker, and if you feel like you really are in a rut and you really don't have anybody to reach out to, really tap into your resources. I feel like sometimes that's not something that sometimes the culture we do, but it's very, very important. And now more than ever, mental health with women, men, the life that we're living, the cycle of life that we're in right now. And if you have a good circle of friends that can support you, that can be your guide, use them. Because your true friend is always your real friends, your real circle is always gonna be there to support you.
Make sure your friends are healed though.
That's true. That's true.
Because women, y'all do not be healed and be giving out the worst instances.
Men don't be healed either.
Men don't be healed either.
But we deal with stuff like that way better than women do though.
I don't think so.
But men nowadays are more emotional than women. Yeah, they real emotional. So men don't be healed either.
Are they not healed or are they emotional?
Both.
Because you can be
They're not healed.
But being
some of them are very emotional.
But let's be real. Ain't that what women want men that's in tune with their emotions, right?
No.
No.
Not too much.
No, it's diabolical.
No, it's crazy time.
Not too much. Like, y'all be too emotional sometimes. And when I mean too emotional, it's like something can happen. Stop. Think about it for a second. If you gotta talk to a friend, you gotta talk it out with somebody.
What if you somebody like me though? I don't really have friends.
Pray about it. And then deal with the situation. Don't just go off of emotions. And a lot of men do that nowadays. Like, that's a female trait for real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that for the men. I don't like that.
So what's your? I'm gonna ask both of y'all. This question is for both of y'all. What is your perfect man for Ty?
Nobody's
what is the perfect? What is if you could go to build a nigga, and you could go if you could go to build a man. My fault. I'm sorry about the N word. I apologize. If you could go to build a man, what traits and what attributes would your man have? Like it's like creating a play. You ever play Madden?
I want him to be able to lead me down the right path.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be able to communicate. I would love for him to be a protector because they don't be protected nowadays.
No, they don't be protected.
They don't. Like in communication, like we gotta be able to communicate. Did I say that already? We gotta. We gotta be able to communicate clearly. And I just want to be like. I want him to be my safe space.
Okay. What about you, D?
Kind of the same things, like definitely communication, protector, a leader, and not just, you know, maybe in the home, just like, you know, he has that aura about him, like, you know, he leads, not a follower.
I want my man to be able to change a tire. Cause
Can't change a tire.
a lot of guys can't change
guys
tires.
can't change tires.
A lot of guys can't change tires, and I learned that.
Handy.
Definitely handy.
Who are these niggas y'all be dating, bro?
I'm
Like,
just saying, they out there. I'm
Handy.
trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
well, I appreciate y'all coming today. We really didn't really do much debating. I feel like we really just had like good conversation.
Really good conversation.
Nah, that's a fact, and that matters more to me than sitting here debating and pushing this men versus women thing. So I ain't gonna lie. Usually when people come over here, that's what we ended up doing. We really hardly don't debate on here. But I want to tell y'all now and give y'all flowers. Y'all are some beautiful women. Y'all are some intelligent women. Y'all are some bosses. You feel me? We need more women like y'all out here in the world. Just take it easy on men, man. Just be patient. Have some patience with men. Every man don't come already put together. You feel me? Sometimes when you meet a man, the man is right there where he want to be and where he need to be. He just looking for that woman to come in and add value to him. You feel me? And not even just men, just people in general. Just make sure y'all. That's the message I want to give today. Don't be somebody that doesn't add value to every relationship that you in, or every relationship that you have, be it a friendship or a husband or a boyfriend. Be somebody who you add value to. Just add value to every aspect in life. So that's the message that I'm giving away today. And that's been another episode of That's Debatable with Big Mitri. I want to thank D and Ty for coming on today, man. Just want to ask y'all, who got the best podcast out here right now? See, they ain't coming back. They ain't coming back, man. Nah, but thank y'all, man. We want to appreciate y'all. I also want to give a shout out, like we always do, to our sponsors. Thank you, Falls Jewelers. And thank y'all to Game Z for giving us the platform to be able to put all of this on. You know, y'all know what I'm about to tell y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next week for another episode of That's Debatable with your boy, Big Mitri.